magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how he feels when he looks at you, okay? Please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm now going to show you your crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have Citrine. And we have the card Shine Your Light. For pile number 2, we have Rose Quartz. And we have the Violet Flame. And for pile number 3, we have Amazonite. And we have the throat chakra. I never knew how my lover felt about me because he struggles to speak about his emotions. But then I came across the Yoda app by seeing it being used by an astrology channel I watch. And from there, it matched me with an experienced Vedic astrologer that helped me see how we both communicate so differently and how to understand him better when communicating his feelings. Vedic astrology is a time-honored practice, and its connection with astrological data makes the app perfect for getting answers. So, if you want your own personal pocket astrologer today, you can purchase a subscription by clicking the link below and using my promo code to get the best astrologers assigned to you. I'm now going to show you how to use the Yoda Pro app. This is what it looks like over here. So I'm just going to click on it for you. And on the side here, we have our birth profile where you add in all your birth information and details. Make sure to add it in correctly so that you can get your accurate predictions. What this does, it creates a birth chart reading with accurate detailed predictions and daily horoscopes that allow you to stay on track and receive guidance for life's ups and downs. Once you've added in your information, you can now receive your Vedic birth chart. Over here on the top left corner is a menu. So over here is your Vedic birth chart, and what this is it basically explains to you where the planets were aligned when you were born and how this influences you and your personality. It says here my ascendant is in Libra, that my sun is in Aquarius, and that my moon is in Pisces. And it also mentions different planets here and what this means. When I read through this was super detailed and accurate, and I really resonated with a lot of the information that was given here, and it helped me understand myself and my personality better. I love the part where they said I am emotionally sensitive and dreamy. I really resonated with that part. Over here we have our astrologers. Yoda has over 200 professional astrologers that are available 24 hours a day, and how it works is the algorithm matches you with one of these astrologers to answer your questions. They also have a side detail here about how Yoda works in case you need more information. I now want to show you the question I asked them of who will I marry? So in their answer, they basically said that the planets are aligned to potentially marry my partner, and it would be satisfying and cherished by us both. So that's pretty exciting. But they also mentioned some challenging aspects in regards to our bond. What I love is they mentioned how to overcome these hurdles as well, and they mentioned potential months where we could get married. So they went above and beyond, giving me more information than I expected. So try it out yourself. You now also have the opportunity to receive one free question by typing in my promo code below to receive this limited time offer, as all questions are usually paid. I'm just going to paste it in here, but make sure you type it in correctly in all caps, hashtag Psychic9 to get your one free question. Remember, one free question is not enough to get a detailed prediction, so if you want more detailed information, make sure to buy yourself a subscription today. Yoda is one of the most top trusted astrology apps out there right now on iOS App Store and Google's Play Store with real feedback and client results. And Yoda's app is super easy to use and trustworthy. So go discover your birth chart today by using the link and promo code in the description box below. So now I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, take a look at all these piles we have here and see which one you're most drawn to. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, always trust your intuition if you're drawn to more than one pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose the Citrine crystal and the Shine Your Light card, card number 44, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how he feels when he looks at you. So please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. So the first oracle card used was from the Beyond Lemuria oracle deck. We're now going to use the Messages from Mermaids deck to get one oracle card for how he feels when he looks at you. So spirit guides on my pile ones. How does he feel when he looks at my pile number ones? Okay, we have the card Magic. And at the back of the deck, we have the Future. Now we're going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck to get one more Oracle card for you. So how does he feel when he looks at my pile number ones, please? Spirit guides of pile one. We have the card number 39 with Level Up. And at the back of the deck, we have Joy, which is so lovely because, I mean, you literally chose the Citrine crystal, and Citrine is all about happiness and joy, but also success. It kind of just gives me that vibe from the yellow color. And now we're going to use the Small Vanessa Tarot to see more information about how he feels when he looks at you. So it is 11:11 on the clock as I look over. Very divine number for a very divine reading. So maybe he thinks you're very divine when he looks at you. How does he feel when he looks at my pile ones? We have the Universe with Miss Universe here. So since you are showing up as Miss Universe, of course, doesn't relate to gender, you could be seen as the most beautiful or attractive person in the world to him, the one he only has eyes for, because when you look at Miss Universe on stage, there can only be one Miss Universe, and I feel like you are the one that has his heart. When he looks at you, he feels like you're the only one he sees. I'm hearing that song by Rihanna, that one that's like Only Girl in the World or something like that. So this person, when he looks at you, he sees you as the only one he has eyes for, and the one person he finds the most attractive out of them all. Even as I look on this card, it kind of reminds me of that mirror, mirror on the world, who's the most beautiful of them all, and you are. Okay, so we also have the Devil card. So he feels some very spicy feelings for you when he looks at you, which is quite interesting and juicy. We have the Moon card. Let's get one last card for you. We have the Page of Cups. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So, since we heard that song from Rihanna that was like, want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, maybe you have that effect on him when he looks at you, like you're the only person he wants to look at. And I'm kind of getting the vibe like this person, he's very loyal to you. He's the only one that, well, you're the only one that he sees, and that's the vibe I get there. I'm also seeing the music video of Kali Uchis's song Telepatia. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but if I'm not, I'm really sorry. But basically, in these songs, she says, I'm just a flight away. If you want it, you can take a private plane. And saying, I can read your mind, I can see right through you. And then she says, I can hear your thoughts like a melody. Listen while you talk, while you're fast asleep. You stay on the phone just to hear me breathe on repeat. It's a very romantic song. And the song talks about their love being made by telepathy. So, this could be a very telepathic intuitive connection, and it's even confirmed with the moon card here where there is this spiritual connection between you and this person. And I really feel like this person is very, very attracted to you whenever he looks at you. He finds you very, very attractive, finds you pretty, finds you attractive, finds you handsome, depending on who is watching this reading, but also finds you very, very sexually appealing here with the devil card. So there is a lot of sexual tension when he looks at you, but also this type of feeling of him feeling like you shine brightly. That's the feeling I get here with the Shine Your Light card. Like you just shine brightly, and wherever you go, when you walk into a room, all eyes are on you. That is how he feels about you in terms of your looks. Like wherever you go, eyes are just on you. You shine like a star, okay? I'm also hearing that song by Destroy Lonely. That's like you shine brighter than all the stars or something like that. So we're hearing a lot of songs in your reading. So maybe this person, when he looks at you, it's like a melody playing in his head. Like you're just so attractive to him, and he just loves you so much that there's like music playing in the background almost. It's almost like you're so beautiful or so attractive to him that there's like melodies playing in the back of his mind. And I think when he looks at you, it's not only the attractiveness, but it's also this type of vibe of him feeling such a very deep spiritual connection with you. It's even magical to him. There's something so magical about your connection. And he really sees a future with you as depicted in that future card at the back of the deck, as well as this level up card. This lets me know whenever he looks at you, there is this feeling of him seeing a future with you, seeing potential for where this connection can go, and feeling like he can take it to the next level with you, feeling like he can live a long life with you. And whenever he looks at you, I think he just feels very drawn to you intuitively. You may have had a past life connection with this person. And like I said, this connection is super telepathic, where when he looks at you, it's kind of like when you're out in public, he can just tell what you're thinking or feeling or what your facial expressions mean. It's that type of vibe I pick up on. Like if you were to just look at each other, you'd know what the other person is thinking if you're out in public. And even at home, even when he's just with you alone, there is this type of vibe of him being able to feel if you are okay, if something is off emotionally, he can just feel it. That's the vibe I pick up on. So this is a very empathetic connection where you are very in tune with each other's emotions and feelings and how the other person is doing. I think he cares a lot about you when he looks at you. He cares a lot about how you're feeling. And as I look at the Shine Your Light card, I'm noticing she has a diamond crown on, and she also has a diamond crown on in the Miss Universe card. So, this person could see you as his princess, as his prince, as royalty, depending on who's watching this reading and how you resonate with it. But he sees you as royalty. I'm also noticing in this card she has a diamond by her heart, And in this card, there's a lot of gold. So he could see you as a diamond to him. He could cherish you so much that it's like you're his diamond, you're his most valuable thing. And that is how he sees you when he looks at you. And since the Shine Your Light card has a mermaid on it, with a diamond heart. You know, he could see your heart as the most beautiful thing, but he could also see you when he looks at you to have this very mesmerizing, ethereal look to you as well. This type of vibe where it's kind of like you just lure him in with your magical presence. And that is what I feel here. With the Page of Cups showing up, as well as the energy of joy showing up, I feel like he feels this very playful connection with you whenever he looks at you. He feels like he can just be himself. He can be silly. He can make faces, jokes with you. I think he likes making you feel all lovey-dovey and smiley, and I think he likes making you laugh. Even if he doesn't like making you laugh, there is a sense of playfulness between the two of you when he looks at you. A feeling of like just joy and being himself, and this feeling of adventurousness too, and these spicy feelings too. So now we're going to add your tarot cards. So this is the Muse Tarot. This small little tarot deck we used was the Vanessa Tarot. So how does he feel when he looks at my pile number ones? I see 11:22 on the clock, so there's a lot of angel numbers showing up in your reading. Like I said, he sees you as very divine, and here we see number 44, a repeated number. Number 44 relates to the energies of Cancer. So Cancer energies is the energies of the home, the energies of family. So he may see a potential of a future like that with you, or some of you are already married to this person, I hear, but there is this vibe of family, of you being this person's home and you being so divine to this person. This person may also see a lot of angel numbers or a lot of signs from the universe that you're the one for them. So we have the Sun card here, confirming he feels very happy when he looks at you. He just feels so happy. Like I'm seeing someone smile and feel so giddy inside. Like that's the vibe I pick up on. We have the Lovers card. We have the Chariot. I feel like with you, he feels like you somehow not only bring in this energy of being such a good partner or crush or whatever this connection is. There is a lot of love in this connection, definitely, with the Lovers card showing up, and he feels like he can commit to you when he looks at you. That is how he feels. He also feels very happy, and he feels very attracted to you, as well as feels like your heart is valuable to him. So there are all these elements when it comes to this connection that make it such a beautiful connection, is what he feels when he looks at you. But also, he also feels like you not only do all this for him, but you also bring him up in a way. With the Chariot card, I felt a healing happen in my solar plexus for this person that we are inquiring about. And he feels like with the solar plexus energies, of course, the solar plexus relates to how we feel happiness and joy in the world. It is related to the part of us of our personal power. And it also helps us shine out to the world. It's where we find our talents and gifts, and it's where we really find that sense of worthiness to be ourselves in the world and to share our talents and gifts with others. So I feel like you bring him up in a way where you two are both motivating each other. You two are both helping each other grow into the best versions of yourself. And I feel like he really appreciates this. He feels like you just bring him up in a way where he feels much more confident than he did before. He feels like he can do things, and he can take certain talents he has and use it to his best advantage. He feels like very empowered when he's around you. Like he can just be the best version of himself and feel very confident in himself. And with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel like before he met you, he felt like this was not possible. He felt very scared of his own personal power. He felt very scared of, taking action to better himself in the world and to reach his goals and where he wants to be in the world. But when he met you, something changed around where you really motivate him to become the best version of himself. And here we have the awakening card where he is awakening and realizing that this is the one for him, that this is the lover he wants to be with forever. Is the feeling I get, the person he wants to commit to, and the person he wants to grow with. We have the Muse of Emotions here. So what I feel he really feels when he looks at you, a lot of feelings and emotions. And he feels like you two are on the same page with your feelings and emotions, because this is showing the same person twice. So there is this feeling of him seeing you as his other half when he looks at you. Almost like there is this vibe of you two are on the same page when it comes to your feelings. You both feel pretty deep feelings for each other, and he can see that mirrored back to him. He really feels like you are his other half, like you are the type of person that is so similar to him, and he feels like you really understand him. He also feels a strange but beautiful amount of healing magic from this connection, where he just feels like he's becoming the best version of himself, like I said before. So I think I'm going to end off your reading here, my pile number ones. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and card number 52 with the violet flame, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how he feels when he looks at you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. We started out with this Beyond Lemuria Oracle card. We're now going to use two other Oracle cards to see deeper into this connection and how he feels. And we're also going to pull tarot cards for you. So we're starting off with the messages from Mermaid's Oracle deck. So spirit guides of my pile number twos. How does he feel when he looks at my pile twos? We have trust. Do you know what the vibe I picked up on was? Like, this person was kind of like looking for love before he met you. And I heard that meme on Instagram Reels or TikTok Reels. TikToks, not TikTok Reels. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where it's like, that's the one, that's the one. If you know that video sound, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, I feel like this person was looking for love before he met you. He was really looking for a deeper kind of love. I'm hearing that song, I Want a Sunday Kind of Love. I'm not sure who the artist is. If you know, let me know down in the comments. But the song is a very beautiful, slow melody. And I feel like when he was looking for love, he was really looking for something specific. He was really looking for something where he could have a future with that person. He really wanted a connection where there is a trustworthy person and a very big unconditional love is what I feel here. But also, when he met you, there was this feeling of him being very drawn to you spiritually. Very spiritually drawn to you. It was kind of like, I'm now hearing the song by Holly Cook where she's like, the stars are in control. And there's one line where she says, the moonlight in your eyes is hypnotizing, blind I follow. And this is how this person felt when it comes to you, because there was something so hypnotizing about your eyes where he just kind of fell in love with you very early on, but it wasn't like this type of vibe of love at first sight of, oh, this person's so beautiful. Like, yes, there is this vibe of this person being very attracted to you, but I feel a very spiritual love between you and this person. And this type of vibe of you two having a past life connection. And what I feel from this is there was love in this past life connection where you encountered yourselves encountering each other many, many times in many lifetimes. And what happens is when we create love with a person in a past life, that love is eternal, even when we meet them in this life. So that's why when we meet past life connections with people, there is this kind of sense of familiarity when we meet them. And then when we open up our heart to them, there's this feeling of knowing them forever, or there's this feeling of already having love for them. And maybe not being able to say that because, there's a difference in the spiritual realms and that higher perspective we see to how we deal with it on earth when we are falling in love with someone. And I'm hearing the song by Mac DeMarco for the first time, so I'm hearing a lot of music for you. I feel like this person almost feels like you're their love song when they look at you, like you're the most beautiful melody. Even your voice could be very beautiful or very attractive to this person. And something about your eyes being hypnotizing and dreamy, and kind of like this feeling of the stars are in control. Like, I've already fell for this person and nothing can stop me from falling for this person because I've already fell in love. Like, I already know. Like, there is this inner knowing with this person. Um, and what I feel here is when he looks at you, he feels very safe. He feels like you are such a trustworthy person, and he feels like you have this very big heart, this very unconditional type of love you give him. He also feels a lot of emotional vulnerability and openness in the connection where he can open up his feelings and his emotions. He can open up about his past. He can open up about his feelings for the future with you. He feels like very open with you, like things are like he can just trust you. He feel like he can rely on you. That is what I feel here. I think he also was very drawn to your lips. There's something about your lips looking very kissable when he looks at you, and he definitely feels a lot of healing energy whenever he's around you. There's something about you re-energizing him, I mean. There's something about that and your energy being very healing to him in a sense where he just feels much better around you. And now I'm hearing that song Music Sounds Better With You. I'm hearing a lot of songs for you. I don't know if you and this person like music or if he likes your music taste. We're now using the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So, Spirit Guides of my pile twos, how he feels when he looks at my pile twos. We have the card Worthiness, card number 14. And all the purple in these two first oracle cards kind of confirms what I said about this being a very spiritual connection, because purple relates to the crown chakra and the spiritual realms. So this is definitely a very deep spiritual connection where I think you already know this with the eye here. I think you already know. I think you're aware of what this connection is. This is definitely some kind of soul connection. And when he looks at you, I'm looking at this woman here on the worthiness card and how happy she looks. She looks like she wants to smile so big. And I feel like this is how he feels when he looks at you. Like he wants to have this big smile on his face and he feels very satisfied in this love. He feels very happy. He feels very fulfilled is what I hear here. And he also feels like you shine brightly because I'm noticing this card wants to come out. So if some of you were drawn to pile number 1 or if some of you are from pile number 1, this is your confirmation here. And at the back of the deck, we have fearless love. Fearless love. So he feels like when he looks at you, he can open up his heart without any type of fear because there's something here about you making him feel safe. I'm hearing your touch. Something about your touch is so gentle. Something about your energy is so gentle and so calming to him. He feels very safe in your presence. Now I'm hearing that song Safe in Your Arms by Snow Allegra. So many songs for you. Does this person, I'm hearing make a playlist. Does this person want to make a playlist for you about how he feels about you? Because even with the peacock feathers here, there's something about you standing out. Because when we look at the peacock as an animal, it is an animal or a bird that really stands out. It shows its feathers with pride. It's a representation of this regal energy. And I feel like this is what he feels when he looks at you. He finds you so, so, so beautiful and attractive. And there's something about a lot of hopeless romantic energies in this pile, and you having a heart of gold that just overflows onto him. You having such a trustworthy and honest personality that makes him feel like he can open up to this love fearlessly and just have growth with you. Okay, so I really feel like this person is usually a very grounded person. But when it comes to you, there's something about you opening him up to the more spiritual realms and the more spiritual perspective of life. Okay, so this is what I see here. This person could be an earth sign or it could be a fire sign for some of you. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Just because signs are mentioned, it doesn't mean the whole reading isn't going to resonate. This is just what I'm feeling, and there's so many of you here. I also feel like he likes touching you when he's around you. He likes touching you. He likes something about your hair looks very beautiful, and the accessories you wear and the clothes you wear. There's something very luxurious about the way you love too. Whenever he is around you and whenever he looks at you, there is this feeling of safety and trustworthiness. There's this feeling of him opening up his heart, and there's this feeling of no doubt. So when I look at your pile, I kind of feel like you really pour into him. You really make him feel like he is worthy of love. There's something very healing about this love you give him. Because I feel like before he met you, he was very, I don't know if he'd admit this, but he was very fearful of opening up to love and being deceived or betrayed. But with you, there's something about your qualities and traits that make all those fears and worries fly out of the window, and there's no doubt here. There's this feeling of him really believing for sure, like this is the relationship or the connection he wants to be in. So I really feel like this is such a deep love for him, such a spiritual love for him that he's never experienced before with any human in his life. There's something so nurturing about your energy. I feel like your love is very nurturing. We have the Seven of Swords, so I feel like this was his past energies and how he was very fearful of opening up to love and being deceived, as what I spoke about before. But when it comes to you, there's this sense of letting go. There's this sense of peace, like I can open up to this love. I don't have to worry about anything happening. So if this person had past connections in his life where people betrayed him or deceived him, it doesn't have to be romantic, but that could be where that fear comes from. But with you, it feels like I can open up this, let's see this like as a chest of his love. He can open it up freely, and it's his most valuable possession, but give it to you and trust that you're going to hold it safely. But I also kind of feel the vibe of like you stealing his heart away. We have the Sun card. So when he looks at you, he definitely feels very happy, very much full of joy, and he feels a very playful energy when it comes to you. He feels like he can let that very playful, fun side of him out when it comes to you. We have the Lovers card, and I did feel this for you in the beginning, where he sees you as the person he wants to commit to, where he does see a future with you. He sees potential of where this connection can go. And for some of you, I'm hearing someone here is religious and this person is also religious. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But this is for a specific message for someone here where you're both religious and there's something about God being in the connection with you both, which is something he loves. We have the Hangman in reverse, and I feel from this card there is this energy of enlightenment. There is this energy of you helping him see love in a different perspective where he can now feel worthy of the love he's receiving from you. There's something so uplifting about your love. I feel like you really, like pile one, motivate him to become the best version of himself, but not that fully. I feel like there's more so emphasis here. There is that energy, but there's more so emphasis here on you helping him see a different perspective of love where he can freely receive this love without feeling like anything's going to happen and take it away. I don't know if this person has an abandonment wound. I kind of feel an abandonment wound and like this feeling of like people are always leaving. But when it comes to you, there is this safety and opening up and trust where he can now feel like you're so trustworthy that none of that will ever happen. So you are showing him a different perspective of love that he's never felt before, and he never thought he could feel this type of perspective of love. We have the Ten of Pentacles at the back of the deck, and here we see her opening up a key to her new home. So you could be like a home to this person. You could be part of this person's soul family, and this is what they feel here. So now we're going to use your tarot cards to get some more information. I don't know why. I feel like you have the type of attractiveness that is very ethereal in some way, that is very magical in some way. We have the Star card coming out. So you're someone that shines brightly. And this is how he feels when he looks at you. Like you're a star that shines so bright. You have a lot of light within your soul, and I think this is what he feels energetically. I think you've opened him up deeper to these spiritual realms where he can now live a human experience but also realize the spiritual energies around. This feels like a very deep love to him. And there's something also very innocent about this love with the Page of Cups here. There's something about him opening up his heart to you, and there's a feeling here of like, yes, there is attraction and all those things, but there's a feeling here of him feeling like he's a kid again, feeling like he's on the playground of life, and he's now just met this person that he can play with, like he can have fun with, that he can spend his time with, that he can have as a companion, that he can have as a best friend. There's something innocent about this love, like this innocent type of feeling of like, I want to hold your hand, I want to court you, I want to make you feel special, I want to buy you flowers. Like that type of feeling is what I get here. And then we have the Empress card. So he feels like you are very, very attractive to him. He also feels like you have a very Venusian type of beauty. A beauty that is aesthetically pleasing, I hear. Like you're good looking to look at. I think he likes looking at you, and I think he also thinks you're very photogenic. There's something about him wanting to take more pictures with you and show you off to the whole world. And with the Empress card, he also feels like you have this very motherly, nurturing energy, regardless of your gender, or fatherly energy, if any men are watching. But there's this type of vibe of you being a nurturer, and that's something he really loves. There's something about your love feeling luxurious to him, feeling like the most expensive gift he could get from the universe. So that is what I feel there from the Empress card. He really sees himself building a long-term connection with you with the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel this energy of building trust, building a strong foundation of love so that the love can grow and grow and grow and grow and last forever with the tree here on this Ten of Pentacles. Because when we think of trees, trees grow for a really long time. They last for hundreds of years. So this is the type of love that is going to last a very long time, is what he feels when he looks at you. He also feels like somehow, I'm looking at these planets here. I think some of you should get that birth chart reading if you saw my intro with this person, but he feels like something astrologically is leading him towards you, like the stars are leading him towards you, like the divine is leading him towards you and he can't stop it. I think he really enjoys looking at you with the Two of Wands here. Like, it just gives me that vibe of I like looking at you. It's the most beautiful view. I'm seeing someone see a beautiful view and say, you are more beautiful than that most beautiful view. You're the most beautiful view. Do you get what I mean? And then lastly, we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's something here about him wanting to hold on to this connection for a really long time. Like, I feel like this person, when he looks for love, he's not just looking to date someone. He's looking to really hold on to this person for a long time. He's looking to really build a connection with someone and have it last forever, and have it last where you are committing to each other endlessly, where you are devoted to each other. And this is how he feels when he looks at you, like he's just got the most beautiful blessing from the whole universe that makes him the happiest man in the world. And I think this is where I'm going to leave your reading, my pile number 2s. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the throat chakra card, card number 7 with Express Your Truth, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how he feels when he looks at you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to start off. We started off with the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. We're now going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So how does he feel when he looks at my pile number 3s? How does he feel when he looks at my pile 3s? We have the card Betrayal, card number 20. So we'll see more about what this means. At the back of the deck we have Brazen, and the Sacred Lust card wants to come out, I'm noticing, as well as the Storms card. So this lets me know, since the Manifestation card is behind the Storms card, I kind of feel this vibe that this is the connection he wants to be in with the Manifestation card. This is the love he's wanted. However, with the Storms card, I kind of feel like sometimes there is this intense emotional aspect when it comes to your connection with him, where sometimes your intense emotions may rub off on each other and cause friction. So with the Betrayal card, I don't know exactly what happened. We'll still pull more cards to see and find out. But with the Storms card showing at the back of the deck, I just feel the vibe like there is some tension in your connection at times. There are happy times too, but there is also times where there is tension, where there are certain chaotic emotions, and it doesn't have to mean that the relationship is unhealthy. This relationship could be a super healthy one, but sometimes, both of you are experiencing really intense emotions, and that can create some friction in the connection, is what I'm trying to say. And since you chose the Amazonite crystal, this is a crystal of healing. So this lets me know if there are some problems or maybe even communication problems with the throat chakra, where maybe he wants to speak but he doesn't say things in the exact way he wants to, then it's like he wants to heal this. He wants to heal this and speak with these angelic wings here, speak from a place of heart and from a place of unconditional love to allow this connection to transport both of you to a much healthier state. So this is not a bad energy. There is also definitely a lot of attraction here in the connection with the Sacred Lust card, where he feels very physically attracted to you when he looks at you. And with the Brazen card showing at the back of the deck, there is this vibe of him finding you very physically attractive, because this Brazen card shows a goddess that is dancing, and when she dances, she kind of casts a spell on men with her hips because she's just so sexy. So he feels like you're very, very sexy when he looks at you. And he definitely feels very attracted to you. And there's this feeling of not wanting to let go of this connection, wanting to try and make this work, wanting to try and bring or have good luck come to the connection where you can have more healthier communication with each other, so that you can create a connection where you feel safe with one another, where the love grows into a level where he feels it is progressing. So we have the card Diving Deep. I'm just covering it because there is nudity on this card. I feel like he really wants to have a deep heart-to-heart conversation when he looks at you, because he sees this connection as a blessing in his life. And there's this feeling of, I'm hearing a song by Kali Uchis where she sings about the melody of the song or something. I just want to find the exact words. Okay, so the song is called Desafinado by Kali Uchis, and the lyrics are, love is like a never-ending melody. Poets have compared it to a symphony conducted by the lightning of the moon, but our song is slightly out of tune. Once your kisses raised me to a fever pitch, now the orchestration doesn't seem so rich. Seems to me you've changed the tune we used to sing, like the bossa nova, love should swing. Used to harmonize two souls in perfect time. Now the song is different and the words don't even rhyme. 'Cause you forgot the melody our hearts would always croon. So what's good a heart that's slightly out of tune? Tune your heart to mine the way it used to be. Join with me in harmony and sing a song of loving. We're bound to get in tune again before too long. There will be no desafinado when your heart belongs to me completely, and you won't be slightly out of tune. You'll sing along with me. So this lets me know, since I'm hearing this song, sometimes love, like she says, is like a melody. But then there's that one day where we're singing and that song is slightly out of tune. And sometimes love has its ups and downs, it has its ebbs and flows. When we really connect deeply to a person and create a deep connection with a person, there are always going to be ebbs and flows in the connection. And what Spirit is letting me know is this connection, he sees it as a blessing in his life. However, certain challenges you're going through right now are actually teaching you to strengthen the connection. Whatever challenges you're going through in the connection right now, there is a high potential to heal these challenges. There is a high potential to find solutions to these challenges and create a deeper connection full of love, where that connection becomes even more strengthened. And whatever struggles are in this connection right now, it's actually teaching you something greatly, so that when you do take your connection to the next level, that it is even more strengthened and unified, so that even in challenges you stay strong together and you are transported out of that. Okay, so with the throat chakra, I feel like when he looks at you, he wants to express his deep feelings for you. He wants to express maybe how he feels, the deep feeling he has. He wants to express maybe things that have hurt him, as well as things that have made him happy. So with the spider on this card, I feel like there's this energy of creation. The spider is the energy of creation, but the spider can also be poisonous. So there is a duality to this energy. What is the picture of love we want to paint? And are we painting it with poison? That is the question to ask ourselves in order to create a painting of love that is more harmonious. So let's go ahead and add your tarot cards, but I feel like there is a duality in this connection where you're meant to heal this, where you're meant to come together in this love. So, Spirit Guides, on my pile threes, how does he feel when he looks at my pile threes? We have the Ace of Wands, signifying a lot of sexual attraction and physical attraction in general. With the Ace of Wands, he feels very excited when he looks at you, like there's this spark in him, this fire in him waiting to be let out to the whole world. And he feels really deep feelings for you, deeper than you could ever imagine. We have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, sorry. So with the Ten of Cups here, there is this celebratory feeling since there are fireworks here. But also this feeling of family, also this feeling of a long-term connection he sees potential in. The Ten of Cups card is all about family and this excessive joy he feels when he looks at you. And it's all about long-term relationships too. And then we have the Five of Wands and we have the Nine of Wands. So there may be some kind of challenge for some of you here where he feels he is competing with your love. I don't know why. Or do you feel like you are competing for his love? What is the story here, my pile threes? Because this story could resonate differently for everyone. But there is some kind of challenge here with the Nine of Wands that he wants to work through. So let's go ahead and pull your actual tarot cards and find out more information. I'm hearing that song, If I Could Escape and Recreate a Place of My Own World. Something like that. That song, let me just find the lyrics to it. So the song is by Gwen Stefani, The Sweet Escape, and I basically heard the line, if I could be sweet, I know I've been a real bad girl. I didn't mean for you to be hurt. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. We can make it better and tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? And then I heard the line where she said, 'Cause I've been acting like sour milk all on the floor. It's your fault you didn't shut the refrigerator door. Maybe that's the reason I've been acting so cold. If I could escape and recreate the place as my own world, and I could be your favorite girl perfectly together. Now tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet?' And I also heard the line of that's where she's like, I can see that you're angry by the way that you treat me. Hopefully that you don't leave me, want to take you with me. So there is some problems in your connection, some challenges in your connection at the moment. But this person hopes you don't leave them. I don't know who's angry at who's creating these challenges or what is going on in this connection. But what I do know is this person is hoping you don't leave them. What I do know is this person wants to create something different with you, wants to escape these challenges and create a more stable connection with you. Okay, they want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. And I know we're doing a reading on how he feels when he looks at you, but maybe this is all the things going on in his head when he's looking at you, like the thought of you not leaving, the thought of wanting to stay with you, the thought of wanting to fix these challenges and find solutions to them and grow through this challenging ebb and flow in your connection. So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards. We're using the Muse Tarot. So Spirit Guides, on my pile threes, may I please look into how does he feel when he looks at my pile threes? We have the Ten of Cups again. So this is confirmed twice, emphasized that he sees this connection being a long-term connection. That makes him very happy when he looks at you. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. There is a feeling of needing to surrender to the challenges experienced in this connection. That is the vibe I get with the Seven of Wands in reverse. And when we do that, it allows the luck to come in. When we surrender and accept the situation, then we can allow things to flow and paint a different picture. However, when we are resisting against these challenges, we're creating a picture that is very stressful. Do you get what I mean? And therefore the energy is very stressful back to us. So there is a feeling of needing to surrender and accept these challenging moments in the connection and find better and healthier ways to communicate to each other in these times of stressful situations. We have the Seven of Cups. Lots of sevens in your reading, letting me know there is luck coming in. Or this person is hoping for luck to come in so that you two can get to where you dream this connection could be. Because with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this person has a vision for where they want the connection to be. And maybe it isn't exactly there yet, or it has been there before. But now you're going through some type of ebb and flow in your connection where there are certain challenges and hurdles to get through. But then I feel like this person sees that vision, and the feeling I get is they're not wanting to let go of you because they want to reach that dream of where they see this connection going. But I think he also feels a little bit stuck with the Eight of Swords in reverse and is hoping that the stuck period can be over. Or he feels like you feel stuck. I don't know. And then we have the Lovers card. So he definitely wants to commit to you and hold on to this connection. He feels like there can be a lot of growth with you. But I also feel like maybe he's realizing some of his own traits too. I don't feel there's a blame here of like you did this or you did this. It's more so like we're both in the wrong here. We've both contributed to these challenges, and there's something about him having certain realizations about how to communicate better and connect better on a more loving level so that these challenges can dissipate. There's something about the emotions affecting your communication. So making sure to communicate when you're both in a peaceful, calm mode, when you're both grounded enough to communicate. So that's something I see. Not when you're both really tired and moody, that's when the communication problems happen, is what I feel here. So there's a need to surrender to this and to know both of you. So if I know I am a person that if I'm irritated and angry, I might snap, then I'm going to distance myself from that person until I have calmed down emotionally, and then I can have my chat with them. The key here is to know yourself. Okay, we have the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Cups. So what I feel here is he feels like you are someone really compassionate when he looks at you. There's something about even when he hasn't been his best self, you have accepted him. Even when he felt like you should be leaving him, you haven't left him. There's something about a lot of deep love between the two of you. But the deeper the love gets, when you look at the bottom of the ocean, the bottom of the ocean is a lot darker than the top of the ocean. And it's a lot more pressurized. Like, no human can go to the bottom of the ocean and deal with that pressure. So there's this feeling of the deeper the love gets, the deeper we have to be anchored. Okay, and there's this feeling of the deeper the love gets, we need to also come up for air and I don't know what I'm explaining here. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but the messages are coming through. I don't know what's happening in your connection, but the messages are just coming through to me, if that makes sense. There is a need here for open listening and heart-to-heart conversations and allowing the person to say what they're feeling without judgment, without trying to fix it, and just listening. And I feel like this person, when he looks at you, he feels like you see him really deeply. He feels like you really see him, and he feels like you are his person. There is a saying that when you break something, you fix it. You don't just leave it to be broken. And this is the saying I'm hearing. I'm not sure exactly how it goes, but there's something here about him wanting to solve certain challenges and heal the connection. Okay? And this is how he feels when he looks at you. He feels like he doesn't want to let go of this love. This is the love he wants. For some of you, I hear that this person is scared of you having someone else or finding someone better. I don't know why they have that fear. We have the Star card. So we end off with the healing here. With the Star card and hope. I feel like this person, I'm hearing that song, I Need a Hero. So I feel like this person is waiting on a miracle, waiting on something to happen. And is hoping that, is holding on to hope that things can get better between the two of you. That things can grow to a level where you're both really wishing for it to be. So I'd say hold on to this hope. There is hope for this connection to grow where it needs to be. And you and this person are bigger and stronger than these challenges you're experiencing. Know that these won't last forever. These feelings won't last forever, and you will get through this hurdle. Like I said, there's certain ebbs and flows in relationships, and I think it's about allowing and surrendering to it and trusting the process. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading, my pile threes. We end off your reading at 1221, an angel number for you. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!